All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 5-Digit World Cup 2024. Yeah, super exciting match right here, United States versus Philippines, seed number 4 versus number 11. Kind of late, but also our first match of the weekend. I am Stage, joined by Taikani. How you doing, Taikani?
I am doing quite well, Stage. Just grabbed myself some dinner right before this pretty awesome match to see. The U.S. going down to the losers bracket, I think, a little earlier than a lot of people might expect, down to France in a tiebreaker situation last week. Super, super exciting stuff. The Philippines, they are going to have a hard fight ahead of them. The U.S., they're no slouches, especially at this star rating. But I fully believe the Filipino team has the ability to kind of roll over the United States if they can find that momentum early on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about building that momentum. Yeah, last week's match was also super exciting. Unfortunately, the United States dropping to the losers bracket, losing, I believe, to France in the tiebreaker, of course. But yeah, we are actually already getting into our protect phase. We are going to see the United States protecting first of no mod 5. So going for a little bit of the gimmicky route today, it seems.
This is last week's pool, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this is last week's pool.
Streamer?
Mr. Streamer. Mr. Streamer.
Nobody updated map pool?
No one updated map pool.
Oh
right,
no.
Time to ping Rob. Time to ping Rob 100 times. Okay. Stand by.
I had the thought process. I heard ding in the background, and I was about to be like, oh yeah, ding. I think this was, we had this in the pool from the very start in Hidden 2, and then I look at Hidden 2, I was like, no, that's not ding.
Then I'm like, wait, King Gizzard. Oh yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we did remove ding from the pool the last minute. So just a coincidence that that even played. It was originally in the semifinals pool, and then it was removed. So
anyway,
I'm just gonna read off what the maps actually are. So yeah. No mod 5, Amethyst, Aurora is the United States protect. That's your very reading heavy AR7 map by ajmosca. Free mod 1, School Disco Dissociation, protected by the Philippines. That is your speed finger control at 233 BPM. Hidden 2, banned by the Philippines. That is Nishi Tamao. That's your AR8 low BPM reading. And then USA is working on their 2 bans right now.
Yeah, and it looks like Rob is going to be updating the map pool for us momentarily, so this should be fixed pretty shortly.
Yeah. Okay. USA bans are no mod 1, Mirai no Bokura Shitteru. That is your pretty comfortable aim map with some really fast snaps on 1 port. And Hard Rock 1 Atlas, that is your wafer like uncomfortable aim at 208 BPM, so actually pretty fast as well. Kind of to complement with the Hidden 1 being a little bit faster and a little less uncomfortable. Now on to Philippines final picks.
Final ban, I suppose, yeah.
Final ban, yeah.
Then we will move on to the pick phase. What do you think USA might want to go for out of the gate here?
Great question. With Hard Rock 2 gone, USA can look and they can say, well, Philippines not a fan of the anti-mod picks. Free mod 2 is a pretty good pick, just given that you're looking at Smooch. It's very aim heavy compared to Hidden 2 and Hard Rock 2, which is an alt map. But the benefit of that is that you can have your Hidden players and your Hard Rock players playing those anti-mod skill sets that the Philippines wanted to get rid of.
It looks like we did get our overlay refresh here, so yeah, we do have the updated maps. Shout out to Rob for the quick response there. Gonna get these back on the stream for you guys. And I think I missed the pick. I'm not sure if it came through in chat yet. Oh, there it is, no mod 3.
Alright. Kagura Hime, a 5WC custom 1 of 2 this week. This is kind of your everything alt, sort of. This is meant to kind of work alongside Hidden 3, where Hidden 3 is very much the flow control. Nomad 3, you've got to be very, very careful about your snaps. At 140 BPM, this isn't going to be like a single tap BPM. You're not going to just be able to put your aim rosters on this. You are really going to have to put people who can play like that alt and those tankier skill sets in the aim control.
Yeah, definitely. Looking to see first lineups here. It's like our captains are in the lobby, but no one else yet. That's it.
Alright. Yeah, everybody just taking a second with their you want to make sure that your first pick rosters are always like perfect. You want to make sure that they've played the map all the way through as much as they could while you were in the picking phase, because if you are going into the first pick unprepared, it can be brutal. These picks are so crucial.
Yeah, that's kind of the hidden curse of getting that first pick in the match, you know, like everyone's still kind of nervous, a little bit shaky, and you know, you got to make the most of it still. Like I mean, especially when you're against a seed number 4 team as a seed 11. Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, it's just such a bad uphill battle. So yeah, really want to try and get some early momentum here on your pick. Otherwise, it could be a mental boom pretty quick.
Yeah.
We are seeing some GLHS come out, and we're going to get into this first pick. Again, this is Philippines pick, about 3.
Yeah, rosters should be locked in now. ZFR Hot Bread, Kisoy, and I just need a second to remember who this is. Zav in the lobby for the United States. Scene, Gabber, Zeroki, and Shua for the Philippines. Here we go into it, and this map does not take long to kind of introduce its difficult elements. You can see those snap patterns early on, alongside the slight finger control that this map includes.
And once again, shout out to our mapping team for just coming up with awesome customs this whole tournament. Nothing too exciting going on in the first little bit here. Yeah, we're just kind of warming up. Everyone's getting those nerves out. We do see Shua kind of collapse all of a sudden. It's gonna be
that build-up can be very scary for sure, and nobody on the US responding. It is Scene and Gabber to go down next, though. That's 2 more Filipino breaks with no matches from the United States. Zapdos trade 1, but 1 is not enough. That said, with a Kisoy break, it's a little bit closer.
Yeah, Philippines really needed those 2 breaks right now. Zeroki not able to build up a support. Neither is Shua. It's not looking good. There are no FCs on the sides of Philippines. 2 FCs for the side of the United States right now. That score lead is 110,000 and climbing. Everyone on the US is looking very comfortable, relatively speaking. Can't say the same about the Philippines right now on their first pick.
Yeah, a random break from Hot Bread's going to slow the bleed a little, but as long as ZFR is FCing, nobody's really able to match her given the Zeroki break at the very end of the first PI. That big, like, sort of low spike pattern. And Philippines, they need to hold on to all the combo they got now. Because look at that combo advantage for the US. Even though the score lead gain has kind of slowed down a lot, it's basically stagnant. As long as they have this combo, they will win.
Yeah, Zap going down now. Once again, also Hot Bread. Hot Bread is not a player that you would expect to, have trouble on some of these maps. He is really one of the United States carry players. He was just holding 99% accuracy before those breaks. ZFR, also known as Avada, holding just an amazing 99.7% almost FC, doing what she does best as the team captain. And yeah, Philippines is really bringing up some great supports now. Can't say the same for Hot Bread and Zap.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, though, as Hotbread and Zab missed, Gabra and Shua traded them out pretty immediately, meaning that it's Kisoi and ZFR versus Seed and Zeroki, who've just lost their combos alongside Kisoi. There's no combo on the side of the Filipinos, and ZFR, she's continuing on with the 99.59% FC. She's continuing on in the last TI.
This is the Alana show right now. 1200 now 1300 combo. To basically nothing from every other player in this lobby. I mean, this is just absolutely domination. Absolutely dominated from ZFR. Good to see it.
Yeah, no, what a stomp. Yeah, I mean, that's the end of the hard part of the map. Alana putting forth a dominant performance in the first pick, where everyone else found multiple breaks. She held on all the way through.
Yeah, that's just incredible. You love to see that on your first pick, you know. I mean, this is the pick where you expect everyone to be nervous, have some unexpected mistakes. Hotbread with a 12 miss, that's not really what you want to see. I mean, that's the second highest miss count in the lobby next to Shua, who is really struggling. So, but yeah, Alana not showing any signs of weakness so far.
Yeah, for sure. Big point for the United States. You know, there was a couple points, like if Alana had broken, if we'd seen the name ZFR flash red even twice, it could have been a very, very close pick. But, you know, off the back of her performance and off of, you know, a couple of the shakier breaks on the Philippines, the United States was able to take it. It is the Philippines' first pick next, though. They have a chance to kind of not let the momentum get away from them too fast.
Actually, that was the Philippines pick, so now the United States.
Oh, that was the Filipino pick?
Yeah.
I could have sworn that was the United States. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Philippines pick, and now they're just going straight into their Protect, no mod 5. And yeah, just looking to get an easy 2-0 on their Protector.
Yeah, all right. Well, I had the script flipped in my head a little bit. This one is so difficult. Now, both these teams, I think, are proficient reading. But if we're talking about the reading team, you're not talking about the Philippines. They are good at this, but they're against the United States. So, USA, they are looking dominant on this map. This was always going to be the USA map. I think we talked about it a little bit in Showcase, where we immediately saw CFR say, "This is my hexagon map," in the chat. And it's true. This is just something that appeals so nicely to the American team's skill sets. Just in the AR7 reading. This AR7, unexplored so far in the tournament. We've been doing AR8 the whole time, so this is the first time now that we've hit an AR below 8, and a lot of players aren't going to be comfortable with this anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna mention the AR7. I mean, that is just definitely just, you know, bringing down that approach rate, increasing the reading difficulty. You know, we are in semifinals now, so that's something you'd expect. But yeah, I completely agree. Philippines definitely, you know, kind of you know, they definitely prefer their mechanics, right? Whereas, you know, USA, their you know, core is all rounders who can do just about anything. And then they like to branch out and you know, pick their specialists, like hard rock specialists, hidden specialists. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what they want to do here.
Yeah, for sure. You see the gang in the lobby here for both teams. Gilgamesh, Hot Bread, Hexagon, and ZFR for the United States, it looks. And the Philippines, we have Scene, Zany, Gabber, and Zeroki. So not a huge adjustment for Philippines, save for bringing Zany in instead of Shua. But US switching things around quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Hexagon coming in, I mean, this is kind of his playground. You know, he loves stuff like this. Gilgamesh, of course, he's a household name basically at this point in terms of reading and gimmick. So yeah, here we go. Hotbread not looking too great on the accuracy front so far, but neither is Zeroki.
Yeah, I mean, it's so early on, and it's such a slow section that kind of match is like whatever. Accuracy advantage is the United States, but it's not going to be the accuracy advantage that this map comes down to. This map is so difficult, and you're going to see quite a few combo breaks, I imagine, throughout the duration of the map. As we're already seeing from Gabber and Zany, along with Siroki, so that's 3 Filipino FCs down already.
And this map isn't too terribly long. I mean, the score lead is already 180,000, nearly doubling the Philippines score at this point. We do see, of course, 3 breaks from the side of Philippines, and the U.S. is looking to maintain their quad FC at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you see Zany break again, leading into the build-up section, just waiting for the tournament client to catch up, I believe. As in slightly different places on the screen. There we go. Once again, it's the USA FCs. We're seeing quite a few Filipino breaks. Siroki goes down, and still no names of Flash Red on the side of the United States.
I thought Hot Red, was looking a little uncomfortable at the start, but he has definitely managed to catch back up. Does not look weak at all. Whereas, of course, Philippines is probably thinking, why are they making me play this right now?
It's a difficult map, and finally you see Gabber go down alongside the rest of the team. Gabber was the last FC on the Filipino side of the screen, and no American player has broken in a torrent of Filipino B ranks. They are looking so strong.
Yeah, at this point, the United States is more than doubling the Philippines team score at this point. So, yeah, like I mentioned before this map started, I think I can already call this. USA has secured an easy 2-0 on their Protect, which, you gotta love and hate Protectables, right? I mean, when Protectables are in the game, sometimes you just have to play no mod 5 and you don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, if it was any other match, you might see Philippines really grind this out and try and play this. But against the United States of America, you don't want to play this, and that's exactly why they protected this map. They knew this was a guaranteed point for them. Even though Hot Red finds a miss, there are still two FCs, and I was about to say 3 as Hexagon went down. CFR went down earlier, I didn't even notice that. Ilgamesh holding on strong, holding the FC for the US. Once again, the person in slot 1 holding the FC, thank the Lord.
Yeah, apologies to the chat if my mic just kind of exploded. Wow, Gilgamesh. Ooh.
You've got the slight under aim right at the end, but you know what?
Oh, nice.
It's the thought that counts.
Nice. Did I cast a curse that?
I don't know if you cast or cursed that. At least to me, it sounded like you said it after, but that was insane.
Yeah, we see the ABCs over on the side of the Philippines for these grades. Not looking too great. But now it is their turn to potentially make the USA play something they don't want to play and get that momentum back.
Yeah, for sure. You're down 2-0. You know that at some point you're going to have to win a break point to win this match. That sucks. But, it's about momentum again. And if US wins another point, Philippines is in serious danger. If Philippines can win the next point, that sort of mental momentum that the United States team rides on can absolutely be throttled very fast. And so they're really looking at this next pick to be very important for them.
Yeah, if I'm the USA captain right now, I want nothing more than to crush dreams by getting another break point. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, no, another break point, given just how this team works, is brutal.
And I really wonder what, is going through the minds of the Filipino players right now. Do they want to go with their free mod 1 Protect? And, I mean, there's obviously such a mental war there. They are going to go with free mod 1, but, when you lose your Protect, that is basically all of the wind in your sails is gone. And half the battle of these matches is the mental game. So, yeah, I'm only hoping for the best here. Otherwise, it's going to be dire straits for the Philippines.
Yeah, winning on your protect is essentially your match win condition. If you're a lower seeded team, if you drop your protect, you are I hate to say it, but you're kind of doomed. This is the one map that you're supposed to win. This is the one map that you are supposed to feel beyond confident on. And the Philippines should feel confident on this. They are a very good speed roster. I think the question that I kind of think with the Philippines is not, can they play 233 BPM finger control? I think they can. The question is, can they play it at this star rating, I think. Are they going to get skill capped, basically? With the United States, they're a skill cap team. They love this star rating because it's the star rating that they are the most comfortable playing. This is the star rating that they played in the qualifiers, essentially. It's slightly below.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
The Philippines, you know, they're a lower seed playing on that qualifiers pool. Their skill cap isn't as high, so the question is, how does their speed skill cap scale in comparison to other skill sets?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think this protect makes perfect sense for the Philippines. You know, they love their mechanics, and I imagine that they like speed just as much, right? So them going into this makes perfect sense to me. I feel like the United States might be slightly weaker on maps like this. You know, we're definitely going to see, you know, someone has to take Hard Rock, right? That's probably going to be Kisoy. We are seeing Gilgamesh come in. I'm unfamiliar with his speed skill set, to be honest with you. But I am honestly... I mean, maybe he'll just go easy and try an FC.
Yeah, who knows? That is an option. As far as mods go, the way that the free mods have been balanced next week, this week, and moving forward is that the Hard Rock is intentionally harder than any other mod, just given the free mod rules that IWC has. This means that you aren't going to be like full stacking Hard Rock. This means that you have to be very careful about what you do with the Hard Rock. The question is like, do I put my skill cap player on Hard Rock? Do I just have someone score tank it? Like, that's the kind of question you need to answer as a captain. And we did actually see the Hard Rocks come through for just a second though when the map initially loaded. It's Kadern and Kisoy running Hard Rocks. Kisoy running hidden Hard Rocks so that Gilgamesh can play no mod, where the rest of the players in the lobby are all running hidden.
Yeah, very interesting. So Gilgamesh obviously not going for the easy here, like I kind of sort of thought he might. But yeah, it looks like he's shredding.
Yeah, I mean, that no mod accuracy is actually super nice to have. That's why they put Kisoy on the APHR. Speaking of shredding, early section Hard Rock SS from Kadern to match with Gilgamesh a little bit. So accuracy drops and now combo drops from the Philippines are going to put them in a little bit of trouble as MP Display and Gabber both go down. The American players all hold.
Yeah, that is not what the Philippines wanted right now. They don't know this because no one knows each other's scores, but yeah, there goes Kisoy, you know, 3 FCs to 2 at this point. It's looking a little bit better. The score lead isn't as dominant as what we've seen so far in this match.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, that's really just not what you want to see on your protect. We're going to need to see some big drops here.
You see Kadern go down. I think the big thing with Kisoy is that he has the highest score cap of any player in the lobby. So losing that FC is definitely the most significant FC to lose. But with the other American players holding and with Kadern going down, the Philippines going to have a lot of trouble. They need now 2 FC breaks from the US to start building back up, and they need Gabber and Zeroki ideally to hold on. While Hot Fred and Gilgamesh are shredding alongside. Well, all right. Well, glad I saved that name for Lotus.
Okay, cast your curse of all time. Nice. Gilgamesh, the player I probably would have least expected to be shredding on speed right now, is the only FC for the United States. I believe the rookie is, well, no, he's not holding anymore, but he has a very high combo. Maybe his act is just so low he got the A grade at this point.
I think that's exactly what it is. You see those act drops coming through. We saw them at the beginning of the map. Gabber had a huge supporting combo, but now falls down. Kadern now having to put the support up for Zeroki, which is a hard ask when you see Kisoy also has that recovered combo. Alongside that, Zeroki's act means that the US is actually still building up their lead even though the combos are generally even slight US favored, US is building up their lead fast.
Yeah, this is really a battle of support combos at this point. I mean, Kisoy building up an incredible HHR support. Over 900 combo now. We do see Catern and MP Display still struggling to build up those supports. So even if Zeroki FCs, his accuracy is a bit too low to make a difference at this point. And the score gap is just so massive at this point. And of course there he goes as a bit out. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to be done here.
Yeah. And this is the threat of playing a skill cap team once you're at semifinals. This is where the United States can finally unleash. This is where they feel so comfortable. And this is where the Philippines has kind of started to reach their limits a little bit. And they're having trouble, and you can see it. Their highest score was also a B rank. They're not feeling comfortable. That was their protect. And it's a little scary from this point on for the Philippines.
Yeah, quick shout out to Gilgamesh, 99.73% perfect full combo, dropping 150 and 4 100s. That is pretty remarkable. And yeah, exactly as you mentioned, now the United States is finally feeling a little bit more free, you could say, with this higher SR, right? This is the point in the tournament where the seeds matter the most. And you're going to see, it's very, very difficult now for a low seed to out skill cap a high seed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a really unfortunate position to be in for the Philippines team. Just like you're at this point, you've lost your biggest out, which was your protect. And you have to think, well, I mean, at least we have one more pick left, but the US is just looking way too good today.
Yeah, it is first to 6, so, of course anything could happen, but the US is just looking incredibly dominant so far. I mean, it's even the US pick right now, so, they're just looking to extend things.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine they would probably just stay the gimmick route and go for Nomad 6. That's exactly what they're doing. We're going to see Swift Swing. This is definitely a really cool map.
Yeah, this one, interesting fact about this map, it was never meant to be played, and yet here we are playing it. This was mapped for a mapping contest, I believe. But you know what? The kind of swing vibe here really works for it. For this pool, 150 BPM, you're again, it's swing. OD8 is kind of the forgiving part of this map, I feel. You're not going to be dropping way too much accuracy on this, but the sort of control that you have to keep on this map at all times could still be pretty scary.
I didn't even know Lar made songs like this. They're known for like sound.
Oh yeah,
so that's interesting.
No, Lar's all over the place. They do whatever the hell they want. It's awesome.
Lar knows no bounds. And apparently there is a 300 BPM part in this map, so that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it is a 9-note burst. So it's the finger control test right there. It's not uncommon to see in these kinds of more rhythm control focused maps that you have one of those ridiculous speeds just pop up for 1 or 2 patterns and then never show their face again. It just kind of happens. It comes with the slot, but it can be tough, and you do have to be very, very aware of it. Alright. United States, first map for both Paintism and Killing Copper, also known as Filipino, which is hilarious, specifically in this match. Philippines nice. Putting back in Scene, Zany, Gabber, and Zeroki. So lineup we've seen before. Just get back at it for the rhythm control.
It seems to have, these kind of perma lobby players on the Philippines seem to be good at just about anything. Not sure if they're missing anyone tonight or, you know, if their other players are just specialists in other fields. But yeah, here we go into No Mod 6. The United States looking to extend their lead with their pick to 4-0 in this very exciting match so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see already that the Philippines is not comfortable. A break from Zany along with accuracy drops from anyone with a blue name, giving the USA a huge combo and accuracy advantage.
Yeah, this is a recurring theme. You know, we just see one early break without a trade. We do see Pangetism trade scenes break just a little bit later. We're approaching the halfway point in this map, and the score lead is already 200,000. You know, you just can't have these early breaks. We do see now 3 breaks from the side of the Philippines with only 1 trade from the United States.
Yeah, not the most comfortable position for the Philippines, but Gilgamesh, CFR, and Pangetism all go down. Now it's just Copper against Gabber here. That's actually a combo advantage to the Philippines for the first time. But again, it's so worth mentioning the accuracies that we're looking at here. The US is just such a dominating leader in the accuracies. But as they see more breaks, it could get good for the Philippines. But they do lose Gabber's full combo, meaning the combo advantage is once again the United States of America.
Killing Copper, I mean, he can do just about anything. He is very much known for combo gaming to the end. I've seen him play Feral Hard Rock 3 FC with like 89%, so I will not be surprised at all if he FCs with 95% here. Unfortunately, it looks like the score gap is just a bit too wide at this point on you know, just kind of a short map. And he breaks on the wiggles. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, those aren't even wiggles. Those are snaps, my friend.
Yeah.
There's a rhythmic gap between those. They are just ridiculous.
The extra thick wiggle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is.
Oh man.
USA 4-0 now. Now we've reached the point in the map. Match. Where each team now has 1 guaranteed pick left. That means if the USA were to win both ensuing maps, the match would be over. Essentially, the Philippines only has 1 pick left to work with in a guaranteed sense. Because they can't guarantee that they'll ever get another map picked in this tournament. They have to win one of the next 2 maps, otherwise it's just completely over.
Based on the score, you know, the score gap was a bit smaller on Fremont 1 compared to basically every map we've seen today. So, you know, if I'm the Filipino captain, I'm probably going to go for DT3 or DT2 right here. Just look to get something out of their mechanics roster, which is, you know, kind of what they're known for.
Yeah, the DT pool has been untouched in both picks and bans, where, like, we've seen, like, Hidden and Hard Rock, they've at least had bans come through. DT just hasn't had anything. Those 4 maps have been kind of just sitting there.
There's also Hard Rock 3 on the table just to kind of roll the dice. You know, the US has a very good Hard Rock roster, so, I mean, it's just really, you know, you're in such a tough situation when you're in this spot as a low seed and it's your last pick, so potential last pick, assuming a break point here, of course.
Yeah.
You woke up one morning and said, what am I...
Yeah, it's definitely the question of your choice of mod, right? I don't think they want to go back into no mod. I think they've had enough of that to say that, yeah, US is looking a little bit better unmodded. Let's not go ahead with that. It's a question of, do we want to play Hidden 3? Do we want to play Hard Rock 3? Do we want to play DT 4, 2, 3, whatever? Or I don't know why I said Hidden 3 automatically. I was just looking at the wonderful custom song. They are actually going to go with the mod too. So a little bit of a difference. They are also going to call a 2-minute timeout. Give their players a second to practice.
Yeah, so we do see a slight mishap here. It is, you do not have to give the pick before the timeout. So I just shot a message. It's just one of those things. Yeah, for anyone watching, you do not have to give a pick to use your timeout. You can extend the pick timer if you want to. At the end of the day, it looks like Philippines had something in mind here, so it didn't look like they were panicking. It was kind of an instant response there. So hopefully it didn't influence their decision too much. But yeah, we just move on and hope Philippines can use this time to gather their mental, prep up, practice maybe, and hopefully get a dub here.
Yeah, to give a little on what this map is, so the past number 2s have been very, very flowy and heavy. This one, it sacrifices a little bit of the flowing difficulty, but the reason it does that is for the BPM. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first Nomad 2 in the history of 5WC to hit 200 BPM, which is crazy to me as an open rank pooler, where this is the low stage BPM. But this one is going to be pretty heavy on your stamina. So as you were saying during the Filipino team stage, this is a team that really likes the speed. Their tapping stamina is pretty damn solid. And they definitely want to leverage that against the United States.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Kisoi, he's kind of known for his Nomad 2 performance. I mean, that guy can absolutely shred. He can play flow lane just fine. Makes perfect sense to me that he's in on this. But as far as the rest of the US, I'm not 100% sure how comfortable they are.
Alright, you see the Filipino lineups in the lobby. United States just fielding their 4th player now.
We are going to see rosters finalizing here very shortly. Philippines absolutely needs this win right here. Otherwise, they're going to be in a 5-0 situation, and it's going to be the US pick, and that's just never fun.
Yeah, no. You do not want to be down match point and then have to win a break point to get a single one on the board. That is so hard.
And this is the semifinals losers bracket, so whoever loses this match goes home today. It will be the end of their 5-digit World Cup run, unfortunately. And we'll have to say goodbye to another awesome team. But yeah, hoping for the best here.
Yeah. Now, one of the Filipino players turned the ready up timer, did leave the lobby. It was Zeroki. Not sure if Zeroki is coming back or if we're seeing a different player from the Philippines. Okay, it is going to be Zeroki. And we do see the US roster now in the lobby. A little surprised to see Hotbread, but you know what? Whatever works.
Yeah, I imagine, they have their team sheet up. They're like, I got 300, 400, 500K. We'll take a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, alongside Gilgamesh, Hexagon, and Keysor for the United States, and we see Cater and MP Display, Zeroki, and Gabber for the Philippines.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these consistent kind of perma lobby players from the Philippines doing a solid job. But it's going to be a real uphill battle here. It is the Philippines pick once again. Nomad 2.
Yeah. It's pretty tough just from the outset. These streams do not take long to show you what they've got. We're going to see Hexagon go down early
No Filipino trade quite yet. We do see a lot of backdrops from Zeroki and Gabber actually keeping the lead on the side of the United States, but no combo breaks means that the Philippines does have some sort of advantage as long as they can build those accuracies back up.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, they just are probably trying to hold combo for as long as possible, even at the cost of accuracy. You know, if I'm Gabber, I'm just holding on for dear life at this point. The score lead, the closest it's been the entire match, just under 30,000.
Yeah, and that score lead is getting down to the wire as this map progresses. We're now a third of the way through the map. We do see Hot Bread find a break. That's going to be able to give Philippines the lead for, it's got to be the first time in the match.
First time in the match, Philippines has the lead with a 4-way full combo. Team Mental has not been broken.
Yeah, maybe that quick Nomatsu pick at the end of the initial pick timer before the timeout was the saving grace, just so that they could go practice it real quick. It's looking good so far, but we do see Cater find a break. That's a pretty big break for the Philippines. They haven't built up a crazy lead yet, and because of the accuracies, US is going to take it back. They are going to lose the hexagon combo though. That was a supporting combo, that wasn't a full combo, but a combo's a combo nonetheless. Lead to the Philippines as we're halfway through. Gilgamesh goes down, that's a full combo. It's only Kisoy holding against three full combos from the side of the Philippines.
This is exactly what they needed. 3 full combos, unfortunately, NP Display going down. Slight trade by Hexagon, who is already kind of been falling behind this match. Kisoy, the only warrior for the United States. Only player keeping
goes
that
down.
score lead at bay.
Look at Hot Bread. Hot Bread has the supporting combo, and especially as Zeroki drops accuracy, the lead is headed towards the United States. Zeroki's coming so close to missing on, but they're holding on. They finally find a miss, and Kisoy is there to pick it up.
Philippines has just collapsed all of a sudden.
Oh no!
It was so good for the first time this entire match. Kisoy, the sole warrior, followed by Hot Bread, climbing to 800,000 score.
Yeah, Cater was there for the support, but that's all they could really do. All they could do was fight against Hot Bread. Kisoy remained uncontested, and now what was an 80k lead for the Philippines quickly turned in to an over 400k lead for the United States of America, and now they're sitting at match point against the Philippines uncontested.
Unbelievable. 2 S ranks from the United States. Kisoy, the No Mod 2 Shred Master, showing what he's made of, no signs of weakness. Almost 970,000 points, putting in the work for his team.
Yeah. It's a scary point now. Song feels rather fitting at this point. This is I imagine this song playing, even if the in-game music was muted, I can imagine all the Filipino players hearing this part right here. This is what they're feeling. As the United States now have the pick. They have the chance to win 6-0 without Philippines ever picking another map again right now.
Yeah, I am going to be very, very surprised if this is the point where we see breakpoint, but anything could happen.
It is worth noting. Normally this is where I'd say, like, in a close match, this is the middle point. This is where there are no comfortable picks left. And I think that remains true. There isn't something that the United States can pick that will utterly dominate against the Philippines. But the United States generally is feeling better at the star rating, and they're feeling better on a variety of skill sets. That said, they don't have an easy pick. They don't have, like, another Nomad 5. They don't have another Nomad 6. They kind of have to play along the lines a little bit. Say something that they think they can edge Philippines out on, in a theoretical sense. But they don't have, like, a necessary skill set answer.
We do have Hidden 3, Cybernetic Reverie, our first 5WC custom song, but they will not pick it. They're going to go for Smooch Fremont 2.
Our first 5WC 2024 custom song. Never forget where you came from. But yeah, free mod 2, Smooch. This is your anti-mod aim pick, and this makes sense. Look at the Filipino band. Hidden 2, Hard Rock 2. Guess what free mod 2 is a mix of?
This is such a fun song. Definitely a good vibe check to potentially close things out on right here.
Yeah, this one, so you're looking at your CS5 ARE, pretty standard free mod 2 stuff. It's aim heavy, meaning that the hidden players are going to have a little bit of an easier time. It's not hard to read, and you actually might see a little bit of easy on this as well. There are some weirder patterns that can mess up the easy players if they're not ready. The CS5 is going to challenge your at least one required Hard Rock player in your precision aim, and in a different sense from what Hard Rock 2 does. Where Hard Rock 2 is all about your precision aim control with the alt sense that the map kind of brings forth, despite it's actually lower CS. This one is your traditional CS 6.5, but with pretty big aim at 177 BPM.
Imagine that timer is getting pretty low at this point. We are going to see Gilgamesh come in, either going for no mod, which we've seen a lot of. We've seen a lot of no mod, free mod from him throughout the tournament, or we'll see some easy. And we do have Hot Breads, Hexagon, Kisoy for the US. Adrian Zanny, Seen. One more player, Zeroki, yes, for the Philippines. Three of these players have kind of been perma-lobby, if not almost all four.
Yeah, I don't know if it's they are missing players or if it's just that these are their skill cap kind of front line. But yeah, Philippines has been very central around a very specific core of players where the United States has been able to swap people around all throughout the mat, which is very tough for the Filipino team to kind of overcome.
Mm-hmm. You know, you really want to see, especially in losers bracket, at least 1 point on the board for the Philippines. You know, you never want to go out on a clean sweep. We are going to see easy from Zanny. I believe this is the first easy we've seen today. Kisoy with an early break, not going to matter a whole lot. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting.
I'm actually surprised to see that the easy isn't coming from the American team. I don't know if Gilgamesh is running. USA has 3 mods. Am I crazy?
I think the client isn't showing Gilgamesh's mods.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, I swear the US would be running easy right now. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, no fail isn't showing, so it wasn't like a ref troll.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if even if the mod, the no fail doesn't show, if it loads like the other mod. I was like panicking a little bit. But alright, that makes a little sense. No, we're actually pretty even so far. There's been breaks for both teams and actually a common advantage to the Philippines, which they're going to try and continue on. But Seen does find a break, meaning that there's a lot of pressure on Zeroki on the hidden Hard Rock to hold on.
This could actually be a massive break point for the Philippines here. We see Zeroki just doing an amazing job with the hidden Hard Rock FC. A little bit low on the accuracy side, but you kind of expect that from your HDHR player. Gilgamesh is easy. Oh no, there he goes.
Got the flow on the hidden, and it's instantly going back to the United States. Cater was the next biggest combo in the Philippines. Gilgamesh does find a break, but Hot Bread is there. Kisoy is there. Both players for America are there to pick up the pieces, and there's no combo on the side of the Philippines. It looked like Zeroki might have had it for a second, but finally the nerves catching up a little bit, and despite being the highest score player in the lobby, not going to take it. United States right at the end going to take it right away from the Philippines.
The stream does include the multiplier. The United States has just won 6-0 against the Philippines, and just a really exciting match. We almost saw 2 incredible points for the Philippines, but just a blink of an eye, the score lead flips right back over. And just like that, there's no more time. The United States will be advancing to the next part of the losers bracket. They will be playing again this weekend, and unfortunately, the Philippines will be going home. GG.
Yeah, Very good match from both teams, but as you said, that's going to be it. But it's not over for the United States this weekend, who still have to win another match to secure their spot in the losers side of the final stage. They're going to be fighting the winner of Taiwan and Singapore, which just so happens to be our next stream match. Saturday, 15 UTC. That is in roughly 12 hours. So most people here won't be awake for that. Or you're going to go to bed right after this match. You're going to wake up and you're like, all right, I'm ready. And if Singapore wins, United States will be playing them on Sunday. If Taiwan wins, United States will be playing them just 2 hours after at 17 UTC. So big one for the United States team. They gotta make sure they rest well, just in case they have to play against Taiwan tomorrow. Otherwise, that's gonna be it for this stream.
Yeah, super exciting match weekend ahead of us, guys. Make sure you stay tuned all weekend long for more 5-digit action. Thanks again to our sponsors, Momokai and Blue Bunny tablet covers, ! Sponsors in the chat. Use code 5WC for 10% off both online stores. This has been your host, Stage, and Taikani. We'll see you next time.